got home from work tonight and I came out here. Well, actually I looked at the thermostat in the house and it was like 67, which is really cold for my house. I keep my house at like 72. And came out here, flipped the switch, which usually turns my smoke evacuation fan on there, and nothing happened. And then I opened the door. All the wood that I put in there this morning is unburnt. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, what's going on here? So I come around to the back and pull this cover off. And I've since unplugged the pump here. I noticed there was some water here, and that's coming from around the motor housing itself. So I don't know, I didn't think much of it at first. I just thought it was dripping and probably like a seal that was going bad that I need to replace eventually. So I go in the house and figure out it's not a breaker, but I did notice that the GFCI outlet in the basement, it's on the same circuit as this quad receptacle here, was tripped. So I popped that, reset it, came back out here, everything ran for like a minute and then shut off. So what I'm thinking is going on here, and I tried that a couple times, what I'm thinking is there's water somehow getting into the motor housing. So I went down, and luckily Booth Supply in Elmira had replacement pump. It's not a Taco pump, it's a Bell & Gossett. But I picked that up. It was the same price as like a Taco online, so I figured, what the heck, I'd rather buy it right now. And Bell & Gossett I would think is just as good of a name as Taco. But let's isolate this pump and pull it out of here, which should just be these 4 bolts. Loosen those on each of the 2 flanges. We'll pull that out and we'll have a look and see what's going on here, and then we'll replace it with the Bell & Gossett and see if that fixes the issue. Oh, man, look at that. A little bit of rust in there. Alright, let's go see what the other one comes with. Alright, comes with our new seals. I'm really just hoping this thing is like the same shape and size. To be. Flanges are the same, so I don't know that much about these. I'm guessing it's all pretty standardized, but we will need to wire our cord in. So let's get this cover off. Let's see what this one looks like. Black and white. So I'm guessing you got white to white. I'm guessing black to black. That would make the most sense to me. I'm thinking should probably add some sort of strainer. I'll probably be cleaning it for a couple weeks straight, but good, you?
Look good, how you hanging out?
Yeah. Find out here in a few. Alright, these things are directional. So, this red is my supply line. This blue is conveniently color-coded as my return. So I want the arrow pointed that way. Let's get this one lined up. Would the dog start barking?
Yeah.
Surprised. It's not like him. Whoops. It's got to come out towards me. I might have it too tight. There. Now, I probably should tighten those. Oh, I got them. Where I can tighten them. Let's see. tight, ain't it? That's good right there. If I can, yeah, you might, if you can get around this side and hold it up. Started. Sheesh, good thing you came along. Alright, got that in there. Let's go down, hope that GFCI that was tripping because the other one was hopefully blown. Then we'll plug this pump in. We'll open the valves and hopefully we'll have hot water to the house here. Yes. This GFCI right here. Fan's working again, so we got power. That's a good sign. Kick that fan on for the stoke the fire there and get a good fire going again. But let's try this pump. Actually, I want to hear what this pump is doing, so turn the valves on, turn that fan off quick. Sounds good, nice and quiet. Haven't tripped that GFCI yet. That's a good sign. Give it a minute here. Everything's starting to get warm. Let's plug that back in. Got a good fire going again. Let's pop the motor housing or motor off of this and just see. I think this was getting water in it and that was our issue, so let's just see what it looks like. You see there is water, there's oxidation, and there you can see there's water all the way back in the end of the motor housing here. So I'd say that was definitely our issue. I doubt there's any. I think the pump was still working in the motor, but it's leaking from somewhere. I don't know if it's got some seal I can rebuild or not, that I can just throw it on the shelf and have it as a spare. So I'll have to do some research, but I won't scrap it just yet. This weed burner works really good when you already got the firebox stuffed full of wood and you gotta get it started again. Like it said all day, the fan never kicked on because I lost power to the boiler here with that GFCI tripping. But throw that in there for 5 minutes, get everything cherry red and pull it out, close it back up, and then you know, in a few minutes, 20 minutes from now, you'll have a nice toasty fire burning in there, getting everything warmed up again. Just thankful that Booth ended up having that pump, and thanks to my assistant Joseph for helping me get it back in. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.